time for the review. The hentai review. Here we have a lovely hentai, and in it, we see everybody in their class reunion just living it up and just having a good time, because it's a get together. Everybody goes through this. And here comes our main guy. He's 24 years old. He's an office worker, and he's been there for 2 years. Like I said, yeah, I barely went out for fun and worked hard on my club. Well, that's understandable. We've all been there. We've all been to clubs and all that stuff, so it's fine. And here we have the main girl named Yoshiro, also 24 years old. These two are gonna end up being together at the end of this hentai. It's a pretty nice one. I would say that this is wholesome. Well, let's go down deeper. This was her back in high school. He hesitated back then to actually confess how he feel for her back then, so he graduated basically not saying anything to her. Just watching from the sidelines, like how most guys do when they're in high school when they have a crush on a girl. And he even said himself, I've been secretly harboring feelings for her. And he never said it. Not one, not a peep, not a word. What a shame. And everybody, it's time to wrap up. It's time to go. Who wants to leave and go home can go home because it's time for the after party. And our main girl, Yoshiro, basically saying that, even though she wants to hang out with two of her friends, she has a boyfriend, her boyfriend's gonna pick her up. But luckily, or better yet, we already know, or I already know what's gonna happen. Yep, this is something that most men probably know, and those 96% of you who are sub to me that are men, if you don't know this, you better know it now. Every single woman shit talks another woman behind her back. They all do this. Men, we're more straightforward. If we don't like you, we'll just straight up tell you that we don't like you. We ain't gonna say it behind your back. We're gonna say it straight to your face that we don't like you. Women, they're a different breed. They just do it behind another woman's back. And he's observing this, and he's saying that women are scary. Yeah, goddamn right. You're goddamn right they are. 100% scary. And here she is in the bathroom stall, freaking out over the fact that her boyfriend dumped her. She lied to her friends. She is single. What a shame. And she's panicking. And she wants to figure out, make a plan to stay over some guy's place because her boyfriend dumped her and she basically has no place to go. She needs somewhere to stay for a little while. And then she runs into our main dude, trying to figure out what his name is. And then she tried to put on the moves onto him, Can you put me up for the night if it's okay with you? To which he had a flashback with his current situation with his ex-girlfriend, And he's complaining as to, did he do something wrong? It's not that. In a relationship, it could go either way. It's either she's going to break up with you or you're going to break up with her. Compatibility along with feeling like the other half is not contributing hard enough. Also, there are many factors to which a relationship can go sour. Maybe the sex is not good. That's a one contributing factor. Maybe there's not enough money, so on and so forth. But that's what's going on right here. She's not feeling satisfied, so she left. And the both of them came to the term because she asked the question if he has a girlfriend, and he realizes that he's also single. She realizes that it's single, which creates this awkward situation. Awkward silence all around. So he ends up bringing her over, to his apartment or whatever. She ends up taking a shower to thank him, because after partying and whatnot and eating all that food, people get sweaty. Time to take a shower. And he didn't try anything, and you're probably saying, wait a minute, it's a party, it's a get-together, he's gotta try something. Nah, this hentai to me is actually pretty wholesome. He didn't try anything, and she's like freaking out. She's like saying, I'm right here, and he's not gonna try to get lucky with me? She's like actually pissed off. And then she turns on the light, and he's like seriously confused as to what's going on. I'm trying to get some sleep. And then here she is, just going all out on him. What kind of brain do you have? Are you saying that I'm unattractive? No. He is an office worker. If you know anything about Japan and their work schedule, you will understand that most people, when it comes to that type of job, they wake up like ridiculously early, sometimes 4, sometimes 5 o'clock, and leave. And then she's like parading him, berating him even more, saying that, oh, you're a wimp, or maybe you're impotent. If you don't know what the word impotent means, you should look it up. Look up that word if you don't know what it means, especially when a woman says it to a man. You should look up that word. And then here he admits that yes, he wants to do it, but he's holding himself back from actually trying anything on her. Because he knows. He knows, man. And then they end up doing it. Because even he said himself, but I don't care whatever happens anymore. You know? And then she says, come get some. Oh man, she's straightforward. I watched this and let me tell you something. He was punishing her. He was doing everything that he did to her. He was making her feel good. I've never felt so much stimulation before. Wow. Yep, she said the words. She said the words. Like I said, this hentai is actually pretty good. I'll link the name of it in the description so you can watch it for yourself. But towards the end of this video, I'm going to give you a little clip of it so you can see, well, not really all of these scenes, but the scenes that led up to this moment. In the midst of the pleasure and everything that, he was giving her, because she hasn't, had sex in such a long time. And when a woman doesn't have sex in a long time, she's like ridiculously horny, very horny. And because she's having sex right now, her sensations and everything, especially down there, is yearning for something, And she's like telling him to come inside, and he's like, wait a minute, no, we're doing it bareback, it's kind of risky. But she says right down here it's okay because it's her safe day. Not a lot of women out there actually keep track of this. Not a lot. And that's about it. If I were to give this a nice rating, I would probably give it like a 9.2 because it's pretty decent. It's nice. It's very nice.
おい、ヤシロ。
ふざけないでよ。
は？
ふざけんなって言ってんのよ。こんな美女と同じ屋根の下にいて手も出さないって、どういう頭してんのよ。私に魅力がないって言うの。じゃあなんで何もしないわけ。
そりゃできるわけないだろ。
意味わかんない。つまんない男。い口がないの。それともインポ。
俺だって我慢してんだよ。ヤシロがこんな近くにいて、しかも家に泊まるなんて、そういうこと考えないわけないだろ。恋人じゃない相手とするのは良くないと思ったけど、もうどうなっても知らないからな。
やってみなさいよ。